When people think about Florida, they often think about touristy places like Miami or theme parks, but where do the locals go? In this video, I'm going to show you some places in Florida where locals go to get away from tourists that you've probably never heard of. Are you ready? Let's get started. First up, we have the incredible Gasparilla Island located in southwest Florida. This island is home to the beautiful old Florida town of Boca Grande, and this is absolutely a place to visit if you want to escape the normal hustle and bustle of Florida beach towns. There is a great sandbar to explore here that is along abandoned railroad tracks, and the beach is hands down the best in the entire state for shelling. I've honestly never seen so many shells. Don't forget to check out the Gasparilla Island Lighthouse and walk through the trails beneath it. If you're looking to stay, head to the historic Gasparilla Inn. It is so beautiful, and grab some ice cream from the nearby Pink Pony and walk around and explore this quaint Florida town. Make sure to check out the beautiful Our Lady of Mercy Church, this cool banyan tree tunnel, and the Johann Fust Community Library, which is easily the prettiest library in all of Florida. Did you know that we have actual sea cliffs in Florida and that they aren't even busy? Our next stop takes us to Blowing Rocks Preserve, located about 30 minutes north of Palm Beach. I love this place and think that it is one of the most unique beaches in the state, and the best part is that it is 100% free to visit. Make sure to wear good shoes as the rocks themselves are super sharp. I highly recommend planning your visit around high tide so you can see the waves crashing onto the rocks, but low tide is also fun as you can walk beneath the cliffs and even go snorkeling. There are also hobbit trails through the sea grape trees that you have to walk through to get out to the beach, and I think that is so magical. This place is rarely ever crowded and definitely a local favorite. If you're looking for a tranquil escape that feels like a different world, you're gonna love McKee Botanical Gardens located in Vero Beach. Even during a weekend in high season, this place still felt like a secluded oasis. This subtropical botanical garden is a local favorite and features so many different and unique areas to explore. I absolutely love this giant mushroom. It really feels like you stepped into Alice in Wonderland, and there are so many different water features throughout the property, including this beautiful glass sculpture, this cool fountain, and a variety of ponds. I also love this walkway through the palm trees and this historic bridge. Now, if you have kids, there is an absolutely massive kids play area complete with a splash pad and plenty of places to run around. If you're looking for something unique to do in Florida, put this place on your list. The next place I'm going to take you is somewhere lots of local friends I know from growing up would always go for day trips or weekend getaways. Welcome to High Springs, located about 30 minutes north of Gainesville. If you've never heard about this place, it is the gateway to exploring the Florida Springs. Sure, the town itself is cute and you should absolutely visit, but all of the springs nearby are absolutely the highlight. First, I love Ginny Springs, and you get to explore 5 different springs in one park. The water here is so beautiful. Next, I suggest Gilchrist Blue Springs State Park for some of the bluest water I've ever seen. And finally, if you're looking for something different, day trip the 40-minute drive south to Devil's Den, which is a spring in a prehistoric cave. This is one of my favorite hidden gem towns and the perfect spot if you are visiting on a budget. For number 5, we're heading to Tampa to explore Oxford Exchange, which is the coolest local favorite and easily the prettiest bookstore in the state. Just look at this entryway. Across from the bookstore, there is a luxury candle making shop where you can make your own candles, and there is this gorgeous restaurant in the middle of Oxford Exchange, and part of it is in a solarium, which is just so beautiful. Now, of course, there is a champagne bar, because why not, and both a coffee shop and a tea bar, so there's something for everyone. Finally, there is a lovely shop featuring an eclectic range of both new and vintage goods from around the world. While you're here, don't forget the bathroom, as it's just as unique as the rest of the building. Oxford Exchange is a great way to escape the heat in Florida while also enjoying a beautifully curated space. Now, if you're looking for one of the best beaches in the entire USA with pristine white sand and crystal clear water, you're in luck because you need to put Gulf Island's National Seashore in the Florida Panhandle on your list. The water here is so beautiful and will make you feel like you're on a tropical island. The best part of this beach is that it's run by the National Park Service, which means there are no buildings or houses around it, so you can truly enjoy being out in nature. Locals love going here, and you're gonna want to walk a few minutes down the beach from the parking area in order to find the secluded beach of your dreams. Opal Beach and its perfectly clear emerald green waters and soft powdery white sand truly shouldn't be missed. Did you know that we have a spectacular Japanese garden right here in Florida? This is the Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens located in Delray Beach, and this place is totally underrated. This garden is actually huge, so give yourself plenty of time to explore. I had 3 hours here and it wasn't nearly enough. There are a variety of gardens that you will see during your visit, and these gardens are modeled after different time periods throughout Japanese history. For example, there is this bonsai garden. I love bonsai trees, so this was one of my favorite parts and so cool to see, and I also loved all of the little bridges that you can walk across. When you're done wandering the gardens, head to the museum, which features various exhibits, and don't forget to stop at the gift shop where you can buy a variety of items. I always love the Japanese snacks that you can get here. Number 8 is one of my all-time favorite underrated things to do in Florida, and that would be the Apopka Wildlife Drive located in Apopka, which is basically like going on a safari with your own car, and it's completely free. This is a one-way 11-mile drive meandering through a nature preserve, and I have never seen so many alligators in my life. Some were just a few feet from the car. You can also see over 350 different species of birds, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled. This drive is open Friday through Sunday, so it makes the perfect weekend plan, and I recommend budgeting a few hours to complete it. There are also pullouts along the drive where you can get out and stretch your legs. The Apopka Wildlife Drive is a great way to explore Florida on a budget and see some incredible animals while you're at it. I think that Jim Neville Marine Preserve, located in Sarasota, is truly one of the best kept secrets in Florida, and you should definitely go. The main draw here are their absolutely incredible mangrove tunnels that you can go kayaking through, and there are so many different types of wildlife that you can see here, including dolphins. While you're there, I also recommend visiting Midnight Pass, which is the pass between Siesta Key and Casey Key. Look how gorgeous this is. You can take your own boat or rent kayaks from a variety of local vendors to explore this marine preserve. This is a great way to escape the crowds in an otherwise very busy part of Florida. For the 10th spot on this list, I'm going to take you to my personal favorite garden in Florida, which is Cedar Lake's Woods and Gardens, located in Williston. This place is incredible and doesn't even really feel like Florida, and the entire garden is built around an 100-year-old limestone quarry. There are so many things to do with this garden. I recommend starting at the top and exploring all of these little bridges and viewpoints around the rim, and then working your way down to the bottom. Now, on the bottom, there are more pathways and bridges, but the best part are the waterfalls, including this one that you can walk behind. If you love the holidays, Cedar Lake's Woods and Gardens has an incredible Christmas lights display that shouldn't be missed, and as a local, this is definitely a place that I go to get away from other tourists, and it's totally worth a trip. Okay, be honest with me, would you swim under a bridge in Florida? If you said yes, I highly recommend Cato's Bridge, located in the Palm Beaches. The water here is crystal clear, and this is the most incredible place for snorkeling, and you're gonna wanna make sure to time your visit around the high tide for the bluest and clearest water. Park at the Jupiter Inlet Lighthouse parking area, and then walk along the road to the west side of the bridge where you will find the swimming area. You can get in right under the bridge, and the water is crystal clear and perfect for snorkeling. Remember to never touch starfish or wildlife and always observe from a distance. I'm obsessed with this place because who knew swimming under a bridge could be this pretty? If you've always wanted to visit the Florida Springs but weren't sure where to start, I've got you, and I recommend Alexander Springs, located in Ocala National Forest. This is one of the easiest and most accessible large springs in the state for families, and it's often less busy than neighboring springs in the area. This spring produces 70 million gallons of fresh water each and every day, and the water here is a constant 72 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Now, if you're up for a little adventure, you can swim out to the spring boil, which is both beautiful and exhilarating because you can really feel the sheer power of the spring pushing you as you swim over the vents. The spring head is about 25 feet deep, but if deep water isn't your thing, don't worry, there are plenty of other shallow areas to enjoy. Alexander Springs offers the perfect blend of wild Florida mixed with family-friendly adventure. When you think of Florida, you might not think of Europe, but that's exactly what it feels like when you visit the Ringling Museum in Sarasota. This property is huge, and I recommend visiting the Italian-style mansion, which has the most gorgeous architecture. You can tour the inside of the mansion for an additional cost, or just explore the outside. Next, check out some of the incredible banyan trees on property. I love banyan trees, they really are so unique. Then visit my favorite spot, which is the private art collection. It reminds me of the Louvre in France. I cannot believe that we have something like this right here in Florida. When you're done with the art galleries, explore the stunning gardens, statues, and architecture located in the courtyard right outside. Finally, explore the Circus Museum, which is home to an impressive 40,000-piece scale model replica of the Ringling Bros Barnum and Bailey Circus. As a local, this place definitely tops my list of things to do in Florida. For number 14, we're heading just outside of Jacksonville to Boneyard Beach, which is located in Big Talbot Island State Park. This place is absolutely amazing and really doesn't even feel like Florida. The shoreline features bluffs that are 30 feet high, and the entire beach is scattered with massive driftwood trees. The island has eroded over time, causing the trees to fall onto the beach and creating an otherworldly landscape. To get out here, there's about a 10-minute walk through the forest before the trail opens to Boneyard Beach, and make sure to bring your bug spray as the walk can get buggy. There is 1 mile of shoreline to explore here and plenty of room for everyone to swim or relax. This place truly feels like a natural playground that is never busy and is easily the most unique beach in the entire state. Would you believe me if I told you that we had a real waterfall in Florida that's over 70 feet tall and it's home to a mystery? Because we do, and you can find it in Falling Waters State Park, which is located in Chipley. This natural waterfall is 73 feet tall, and in Florida, that is absolutely insanely large, but I do recommend calling in advance and asking about the status of the waterfall before you visit, because if it's been too dry, there won't be much water flowing. Now, here's the mystery. As you can see, look at all of this water tumbling down. Nobody knows what happens once this water reaches the bottom of the waterfall. We don't know where the exit is. So when you're visiting Falling Waters State Park, maybe you'll find out the answer. Let us know. So there's a tropical hideaway in Florida in the middle of the city that I almost don't want to tell you about, but here it is. Welcome to the Sunken Gardens, located in St. Petersburg. This garden is home to over 50,000 plants and flowers and is over 100 years old, making it St. Pete's oldest living museum. The Sunken Gardens are built around a naturally formed sinkhole, and there are a variety of different gardens to explore here, tons of places to sit, and even wildlife to see such as flamingos. When you visit, you'll wander through winding pathways surrounded by towering palms, beautiful flowers, and cascading waterfalls. I also love the koi pond, which has this gorgeous bridge, and it's the perfect spot to take photos during your visit. I can't believe the city is just right outside because this place feels so peaceful. Okay, so what if you want those perfect tropical blue waters in Florida, but you don't want it to be busy? Our next spot on this list goes to Juno Beach, located on the Atlantic coast in South Florida. Now, if you're looking for a completely underrated beach destination that isn't overly crowded but still has that Caribbean blue water, this is it. Juno Beach is truly one of the best beaches in all of Florida. There's free parking and so many entrance points. The water here honestly looks like Gatorade because it's so clear and blue, and I can't believe this place isn't more popular. I also love visiting the Juno Beach Pier, which offers a great viewpoint of the beautiful water below and generally adds to the relaxing vibe of this destination. Juno Beach is the perfect spot to visit if you're looking for a great beach in Florida without all the crowds. If you asked me where I go on a weekend getaway every year, I would tell you the charming town of Mount Dora, which is in Central Florida. Now, the downtown is absolutely adorable, and one of my favorite places to get treats is Scoops on 5th. I am always dreaming about this place, it is that good. Make sure to walk around Lake Dora and see the iconic Mount Dora Lighthouse, and if you're looking for somewhere to stay, check out the historic Lakeside Inn. The best part about Mount Dora is its proximity to the nearby springs, so you can make this your home base and visit some of my favorites. Start with an early morning reservation at King's Landing, which is just 30 minutes away, to kayak the crystal clear waters of Emerald Cut, and then head just 5 minutes down the street to Kelly Park for tubing down Rock Springs. Mount Dora is a charming small town in Florida, and there are so many great things to do nearby. Did you know that you could swim around a sunken fort at a beach in Florida? Our next stop takes us to Fort DeSoto Park, located at the mouth of Tampa Bay. While other beaches in the area can get extremely busy, Fort DeSoto is more secluded and a local favorite. There are over 7 miles of beaches here, so there's plenty of room for everyone to spread out. The coolest thing here are the submerged ruins of Battery Bigelow that you can snorkel around and explore. This beach is also great for shelling and has pristine white sand and a fishing pier. The highlight is visiting Fort DeSoto itself, where you can climb on top for the best views over the beach below, or even go inside and learn about some of the area's history. There is always plenty of parking here, and parking is a flat fee, so you never have to worry about waiting hours to snag a spot. This is a great fun day out with the best beaches in Tampa Bay. Next on our journey is Bok Tower Gardens, which looks like you stepped into a fairy tale and is located in Lake Wales. This truly looks like Rapunzel's tower from Tangled, but unlike Rapunzel's tower, this one houses a carillon and it's played daily for guests. Listen here. It is so peaceful, and I recommend bringing a picnic to sit and enjoy the music. The gardens here are filled with lush landscapes, towering trees, and serene pathways that truly feel like a storybook. You can also visit El Retiro, which is a historic 1930s mansion, for an additional cost, or you can walk around the outside, which is surrounded by little grottos, gardens, and water features. There's also a museum, restaurant, and giant kids' play area. Bok Towers is located off the beaten path, and very few tourists ever take the time to drive out here, so it's the perfect escape from the crowds. For our final spot on the list, I wanted to show you Hillsborough River State Park, which is home to Class 2 rapids, which is extremely rare for Florida. It's located in Thonotosassa, and my favorite thing here, besides the rapids, are the bridges that cross the river that you can stand on and look at all the overlook points. Now, if you're into hiking, there are over 7 miles of nature trails in this park, and if you want to get on the water, there are plenty of opportunities for canoeing and kayaking. Swimming is not allowed in this park due to all of the animals that live here, such as alligators and snakes. This is one of Florida's oldest and most scenic parks, and is a rare glimpse into old Florida, making Hillsborough River State Park a memorable place to visit. Okay, so who knew there were so many incredible places in Florida that are off the tourist trail? The spots on this list prove that there are little pockets of local favorites scattered all throughout the state. You just have to know where to look. Have you been to any of these places, or do you have another local favorite in Florida? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.